Good evening, everyone. I want to discuss with you this evening my research journal article, So What? Students' Articulation of Civic Themes in Middle School's Historical Account Project. The purpose of the study, as the title suggests, seeks to examine the outcomes of infusing civic themes into historical account projects in middle school students. Next, within the research article, is the literature review. The researcher points out the significance of his research topic, that civics education is a contested area, and the term itself involves a broad array of curricula, from those that emphasize personal responsibility and character education to those that emphasize civic participation or explore social justice. Next, he adds that civics infused history education provides a wonderful opportunity to support citizenship preparation as students study the ongoing invention of democracy and connect it to their own growing understandings as democratic citizens. Next, within the research article is mentioned the hypothesis that the history classroom has potential to make valuable contributions to citizenship preparation, but only if done carefully. Next, within the research article, points out the research questions that the researcher wants to address. First, what beliefs about history education and its connection with civics do these teachers hold? Secondly, what observed classroom practices by these teachers reveal or obscure these beliefs? Lastly, what themes from civics education are present in the students' final responses to the So What prompt? Next, within the research journal article mentions the methods, which it points out that the researcher over a course of a year observes 2 history teachers' instructions, focusing on the use of the end-of-unit projects in which the students constructed historical accounts in the form of digital documentaries. Next, within the research journal, presents the data collection methods. The researcher employed all 3 primary methods for data collection, using observation, interviewing, and data analysis. For instance, the researcher conducted a line-by-line coding of the field notes, documents, interview transcripts, and student-generated historical accounts following the constant comparative method. Next is the analysis portion of the research journal article. The researcher grouped the related codes to produce categories and, when necessary, subcategories. For example, many students' accounts mention equality, but some use the term in context to equality among groups, for instance, racial or gender equality, whereas other students address the individual equality before the law. Next, the researcher presented his findings. For example, the teachers viewed citizen preparations as a goal of their history instruction, but this goal was not explicitly practiced during the classroom instruction. Next, despite the curricular focus on history, the students' assertions of significance went beyond strictly historical explanations. Next, in the students' explanation of significance, themes from citizenship education were present, although not as prominent as themes from history education. Lastly, within the students' reference to citizenship themes, some understandings were more prominent than others. In conclusion, the research study does provide educational significance. Speaking for myself as a pre-service education teacher, this article has provided me an effective context in social studies instruction by combining civics within history. Thank you for y'all, and good night.